Good day, everyone. I want to speak from the heart, not just as a student or an ordinary Filipino, but as someone who truly cares about the future of our country. There are three issues that continue to haunt our nations: the ghost flood control projects, the substandard infrastructures, and the higher taxes of Filipino workers and consumers. This may sound like technical or political terms, but behind this are real people. Real people like you and me who suffer the consequences of greed, negligence, and broken systems. Let me start about the ghost flood control projects. Every rainy seasons, we see the same heartbreaking scenes: flooded streets, lost lives, stranded families, and destroyed homes. What's more painful is knowing that billions of pesos are supposedly spent in flood control projects that either don't exist or don't function properly. These ghost projects are like invisible thieves. They not steal only the money, but they steal the trust of people. They steal hope. My question is, until when will we allow this to happen? It's time that every public officials who signs off on these projects be held fully accountable. There should be transparent audits, digital tracking of infrastructure, spending, and community involvement in monitoring these projects. After all, public funds are not their money, they are ours. Next, let's talk about substandard infrastructures: weak bridges, cracked roads, and poorly built classrooms. Every time an earthquake or typhoon hits, we see how these structures crumble like toys. It's not just an issue of engineering, it's an issue of integrity. When contractors use low quality materials just to save money or bribe their way through inspections, they put innocent lives at risk. Imagine a child studying in a classroom that could collapse any moment, or a worker driving on a bridge that wasn't built to last. That is not progress. That is betrayal. The government must strictly implement quality assurance and blacklist all contractors proven guilty of cutting corners. We don't need more ribbon cutting ceremonies. We need infrastructures that stand strong and safe for generations. Lastly, the issue of higher taxes. Many hardworking Filipinos already struggle to make ends meet. Prices of goods continue to rise, yet wages remain low. It's unfair that while ordinary workers pay their taxes faithfully, some powerful individuals and corporations find ways to avoid them. Tax reforms should not just aim to collect more money, they should ensure fairness. The government must lighten the burden on low and middle income earners and focus instead on collecting from those who have the means but refuse to contribute their fair share. So, what can we do? We can start with awareness and involvement. Let's educate ourselves, use our voices online and offline, and vote wisely. Let's support transparency, demand open budgets, digital access to infrastructure plans, and citizen-led monitoring of public projects. Every small act of awareness and honesty contributes to a culture of accountability. And here's the silver lining. Despite these problems, I still believe in the Filipino spirit. I believe that we are not powerless. We are a nation of resilience, creativity, and heart. Every time we face corruptions, disaster, or injustice, there are always Filipinos who stand up: whistleblowers, volunteers, teachers, workers, students, people who still choose integrity over convenience. Yes, our country is far from perfect, but I believe that true change begins when we, the people, refuse to stay silent. When we choose to care, when we remind those in power that public service is not a privilege, but it's a responsibility. Let us be the generation that breaks the cycle of corruption and builds a Philippines that is not only strong in infrastructures, but strong in values, trust, and hope. Thank you, and may we all continue to fight for a better, more honest Philippines. I am Mike Casiliano from Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management 1D, standing up against corruption and negligence in our nation.
Sa General Santos City sa Mindanao, may itinulog din sa aming programa na palpak daw ng proyekto ng gobyerno ang mabuhay underpass sa National Highway para sana mabawasan ang malalang traffic sa lugar ng General Santos o Odessa. Taon 2022, simulan daw tayo ang mabuhay underpass at ang inilaang pondo para rito, 659 million pesos. Makalipas ang 4 na taon, hindi pa rin ito tapos.
Toto'y kumilos ka, balik na rin ang tatsulok.
At sa halip daw na pagaanin nito ang traffic sa lungsod, lalo pang lumala.